Kiwi, we are back at another episode of Hades 1. This is our mirror setup for the day. Today we are going to be running the aspect of Achilles on the spear. I'm going to be taking the Palm Blossom from Persephone. We're going to be doing 14 heat for our bounty with maxed out jury summons, 3 levels of extreme measures, maxed out benefits package, and that's all we need to hit 14 heat. So let's go ahead and begin our run.
What's the worst that could happen?
I decided rather than locking in Poseidon, I'm just going to take whatever the game gives me because palm levels? Oh boy, we got Dionysus. Okay. So...
Now, Zagreus, I'm certain everything is going fine for you right now, but just in case, I got a little something just for you.
Come on, give me a high tier trippy shot, please. Lowest tier, but still trippy shot nonetheless. So, aspect of Achilles. 150% damage if we throw our spear and then retrieve it. 150% damage increase, rather, on our cast and our attack. Trippy Shot has one of the highest base damages of any cast in the game. I was kind of hoping for Poseidon, so maybe we could go some silly Mirage Shot build, but this is probably the strongest second option we could have had. Obviously, with only one cast stone, this is going to be a little bit rough, so we'll definitely want to see if we can pull an Artemis with this build. The most important consideration, though, is the reason why I'm taking Palm Blossom is because my goal is to just get as many palm levels on whatever cast I got, because I want it to go a cast build. We're going to take Chaos here, because if we get even a single extra cast stone or any damage modifiers on the cast, that we're already hitting for 300s at base.
Son of Hades, let me welcome your return here to my space within the underworld, and bid you choose an alteration to the fabric of reality.
All right, come on, Death Strike. Nope, didn't get it. I'm gonna use a reroll, although that 78 HP is kind of nice looking. None of these are really for the build that I want. Come on, give us something cast. Oh, we got it, Kiwi. Okay, for the next 3 encounters, you have 40 less max HP, but you gain 1 Bloodstone. That 35% cast damage is also pretty nice, but I think the cast stone is just, it's basically doubling our damage, so it's just objectively better. And we'll take the coin here. Yeah, I would like some HP, but our goal is to be able to buy really strong boons, and the best way to afford really strong boons is to be able to afford them from the shop. Well, actually, that's probably not the only... Obviously, that's not the only way, but it's a pretty important way. Now, Trippy Shot does lose out a little bit against enemies that don't want to hold still. Popping those things in one hit. Gotta love it. Yeah, Achilles' Spear is hands down one of the strongest aspect weapons in the game. Anyway, I was going to justify why I took Palm Blossom. My goal in this run was just to have the most possible damage on a cast. And casts scale extremely well with palm levels, so every chance we can get a palm on this cast, the better. Like, right now, we'll look at its base damage. Base damage was 100. We're going to get a Palm Blossom proc after this next room, and you'll see how much extra damage that gave with 1 level. It's probably going to be in the realm of 160, I want to say. It would be even more substantial if we had a higher rarity. Unfortunately, we weren't that lucky, but we still have more than enough damage to make up for it with just base damage alone. As far as what we're going to go, so given that we have Dionysus's... One second, let's see. It is, yep, 160. Athena. Athena is really the one god I didn't want to see here. The gods we want are going to be Zeus, Artemis, and Demeter. Getting a really nice Ice Wine build with Scintillating Feast would be amazing for this. So, and then Artemis to get us fully loaded. Her legendary to get extra cast stones would have been ideal. I think of the 3 gods I mentioned, we give up Artemis for the sake of getting Scintillating Feast going. Although I will say I prioritize Demeter over Zeus because Scintillating Feast doesn't actually increase the base damage of our cast. Ice Wine, the Dionysus Demeter duo, does by 30%, so that'll be the best possible DPS up that we could hope to get. Athena really doesn't offer too much, although I guess she does give the boon. She really doesn't offer anything to this build that I want.
I know that you are more than capable even without my power, cousin, but just in case.
Athena, could you maybe switch out for Artemis this run, please? Okay, let me review. Are there any duo boons I would even care to get from her? We don't... Divine Protection is nice just for survivability, but of the gods we're looking at, Stubborn Roots is useless, Lightning Phalanx we can't get, Calculated Risk is a defensive, so it's not that great, and then... Who am I forgetting? I guess Athena can't duo with herself, so never mind. So yeah, none of her duos really do anything for me. So I guess the best thing we can probably do is just aim for Blinding Flash and then her legendary. So we just need any of her reflecting attacks. Doesn't really matter what I choose here. I don't want her dash though, do I? Let's see. I guess it doesn't matter terribly what I take here. So yeah, we'll take Divine Dash. That's fine. It'll give us some survivability. When we have enough coin to afford the shop, we'll definitely buy this Light of Ixion because more chaos means more power in a lot of instances. Honestly, reroll rolls for the duos. Ooh, this is a nice potential setup for what we want here. All right.
I can use this.
Premium Vintage could hit our special, and that could be really good for us. Or sorry, our cast. Alternatively, we do need to set up for Bad Influence. I want to try and get Bad Influences. Dionysus's legendary. Hangover afflicted foes take bonus damage in Festive Fog. If I get Drunken Flourish on our special, that would allow me to pretty reliably apply poison. I think I take Premium Vintage for now because those nectars will give us a level, and that might hit it hit the Trippy Shot. Nice. The Trippy Shot's damage is up to base 202, which is pretty phenomenal already.
I'll just have a look around.
There was a reasonable chance if I took the attack that we could see...
Come get smashed.
Oh my goodness, I forgot. I turned off middle management. I got it mixed up with benefits package. I picked the wrong one by accident. Oopsie. Oh well, but look at our damage. And done. 505 damage per hit on enhanced
Souls trapped in a crystal thing.
on Achilles enhanced Trippy Shot. So good. All right, we'll take Drunken Flourish here. I do need to make sure that I take a Zeus and Demeter core boon. That way I can get their duos. So we'll save Zeus. We'll do Zeus's aid and we'll do Demeter's attack. I think would make the most sense. And we'll take Drunken Flourish so that we can reliably keep Hangover applied for those damage numbers. All right, that's how we'll do it. And then Sisyphus versus Chaos. There's no question who we take here. Hit me with that Chaos. All right, this build is starting off really strong, it seems.
In the name of Hades.
It's not guaranteed, but we have a very high chance of seeing Dionysus's legendary at minimum on this run. All right, let's reroll again and see if we can get Chaos to give us another cast up.
Some other boons instead.
Special cast deals 30% more damage. I'll take that. So for 4 encounters, slain foes will throw Inferno Bombs at us, and then we get 30% more cast damage. Not as good as getting another cast stone, but it's still damage up on a number that just every modifier that hits it is more damage. And we do love our more damage on this channel, don't we, Kiwi? And I have 2 Trippy Shots. I need to remember that. I'm not used to having that many when I'm running Stygian Soul. In hindsight, if I was hoping for most cast builds, I probably should have taken Infernal Soul, because I think Infernal Soul does better for most builds. Thankfully, we did get Trippy Shot, which works way better with Stygian Soul, especially as soon as you get 1 extra cast stone, or 2. I guess I was kind of banking on Artemis, which again, unfortunately, I'm probably gonna deprioritize her over again Zeus or what's her face Demeter. What's her face Demeter? Since we're running a cast build, hammers don't really matter. Another Dionysus boon, though, again, potentially setting us up for his legendary is more than worth it to take. Let's go ahead and take him, because Athena's trials are not hard. And there it is already, Blackout. Hangover afflicted foes will take bonus damage in Festive Fog by an increased 60%. Oh, that's amazing.
Upon Olympus, I'm your closest confidant. You'd best remember this before you spurn me again.
All right, we're gonna have to look for Hermes to give us if we get bad news from Hermes. Oh my goodness. All right, so the most important thing to remember though is it's hangover afflicted enemies. It's not a flat 60% damage. It's only if these guys have the status ailment on them. But look at that, 626 damage at base minimum. And I'm basically using my spear toss as a dodge, frankly. Well, they have armor, and granted, some of that armor is really annoying to deal with. I do have to be dashing around a lot because when these guys get popped, they're tossing Inferno Bombs at me. But as long as I'm maintaining my my Trippy Shots out here, I think I'm fine. I predicted where he was going to go and got him with that Trippy Shot. Felt fancy. Drunken Flourish got a level that time.
I have my father's temper, Zagreus. I'm able to keep it in check, though I expect you to do your part.
No, I refuse. All right, let's see. We do not want a core boon from her, but we do have Blinding Flash there. So, all right, we'll take it. Now, abilities that deflect also make foes exposed. As long as I dash through an enemy, If I dash through an enemy, I am now consistently getting status privilege, which will up our damage another 40%. Are you ready to see some crazy numbers, Kiwi? Because I sure am. These skulls die in one hit, so I may as well just tag them with the attack. Oh my goodness. I will maintain that Tartarus witches are actually really scary. Not particularly with what our heat currently is, but on higher heat runs, absolutely nightmarish creatures. I think all the numbskulls are kind of scary too, just because every second they die, they're tossing out more of those little bombs that I unintentionally dashed into there.
The power of Olympus.
All right, unfortunately we didn't get it to tag our trippy shot. But let's see. I mean, objectively speaking, the special is the only one we want that on, so we'll take that. Oh my goodness, Dionysus, you are a party fiend today. Yes, please. Actually, is there anything else I want from Dionysus at this point, frankly? I guess strong drink for the damage modifier? Yeah, we could do that.
Olympus, I accept this message.
All right, there it is, strong drink. So using, let me see if there's anything else I would want from him. I could argue for maybe, what is it? High tolerance for survivability, or bad influence for sure, but I don't think we're going to be able to reliably use that. Numbing sensation would be nice. Peer pressure is actually kind of terrible. Because the peer pressure is bad because it overrides whatever hangover damage you have. So right now we have a 9 damage hangover. If peer pressure activates, it reduces it to whatever the most recently applied stack of hangover is, which would be 4. It's actually terrible. It's a terrible boon. Unless you're using like anywhere between 1 and 3 damage hangover. But well, strong drink, yeah. I think at this point though, aside from duo boons, we don't need any more Dionysus. So we need to see Zeus and Demeter on the field, and like I said, I prioritize Demeter first. So we'll take our keepsake on the next floor.
Come for another round with me, Zagreus?
You know I have, Meg. All right, we hit her with the spear, and then we toss out a trippy shot, and we miss. It's not accidentally dashing to her attack. Oh my goodness, Meg, slow down. Slow your roll, Meg. Where are you? Can we at least hit one special hunt? I have not hit her with a single cast. I might have to toss out a Sisyphus here. All right, now she's gonna get stuck, and we're gonna just pop her with a Sisyphus. Look at that damage. We instant phased her. Electo tossing out these little blades are a bit of a problem for me to dodge. Oh, if you're gonna hold still like that, Meg, thank you. Here, have another trippy shot. Double trippy. Look at that. It almost one-shot that phase.
Like you.
I don't think I was standing in the trippy shot, which is why we didn't one-shot her, but still, we've got damage to spare already. And this is just Tartarus.
I got from Chaos.
And there's Chaos giving us 30% more damage on that cast already. Oh my goodness. Maybe I give up a scintillating feast for Artemis just so we can crit on it and get maybe get fully loaded. I don't know. I think, you know what? We never took Dionysus's keepsake, so I can sit on this to potentially set up for the duo later. So yeah, let's force Demeter for now so we can get that. Not only is it like an instant, instead of being a lob that kind of takes a second to land on the ground, her duo with Dionysus makes it instantly pop on the ground. I could sell Divine Dash and Blinding Flash to avoid forcing duos with Athena. I kind of almost want to, because Athena is kind of useless on this build, honestly. Aside from making it easy to get status privilege going. And then, is there any... There really is no benefit to taking Athena, so I think we're going to toss out her dash. We're going to toss out Blinding Flash. And then I don't have to fight for palms as much either.
Ooh, that's cold.
And I can afford boons from the shop, potentially. No Chaos Gates here. Would have loved to see another Chaos Gate, but we're good, we're good. All right, keep on moving.
Next floor. Cheers.
Let's see if we can get an early Demeter. Like I said, I'll take her attack, right? I want her attack. Yeah, Zeus's aid is better than Zeus's attack on the spear. I think that makes the most sense. And Zeus's aid will set us so we can get double strike and Jolted we'll get no matter what Zeus boon we take, but double strike and, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. I guess high voltage, but high voltage is less important. All right, but yeah, mobile enemies are going to be a problem, but we pop into Lernie who can't move that much. Our base damage is already at like 700. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good run. Well, I can keep popping off about how strong this run is going to be in the end game, but let's find a topic to talk about while we're sitting pretty on this lovely DPS strong build. I guess, you know what I want to talk about briefly? Kiwi and I have just discovered... So, Kiwi and I were always passively aware of David Cage games. We've both watched Let's Plays of Detroit Become Human, I think it was, and then I've seen Heavy Rain. But we have never really, and I've also seen, what is it, Beyond Two Souls, I think it was called. But neither of us had ever seen his earlier games. Like, what was it? There's Demeter, but do I take Demeter over a Hermes boon? Honestly, for the sake of this, oh, but Hermes could give bad news. This is a really tough choice. We're guaranteed to see Demeter because we have her.
On to the next one.
We're guaranteed to see Demeter because we have her keepsake equipped right now. So I think I take the Hermes boon and try to set us up for as early a bad news as possible, if I can get it. We need to take either Lambent Plume or... Whoa, hello, Lava. We need to... If we can't get a boon that offers it here, we'll probably have to take Lambent Plume to try and better force it, because Lambent Plume is also considered... The keepsake specifically is considered a precursor to both Rush Delivery and Hermes Legendary Bad News, which, for reference, gives you 50% damage to enemies that are not holding your cast stone from your cast. So basically, it's just a flat 50% damage up on our cast at all times, because Trippy Shot can't be held by enemies. Just insane. We just have some insane damage modifiers right now.
This is my #1 priority here, boss.
All right, what have we got? Auto reload, there it is. So we regenerate our cast stone faster, which just benefits our damage at base, because now we get our cast stone back every 2.5 seconds. And then on top of that, we have the damage. Let's take the mid shop here and hope to see not a mystery boon, because I can't risk taking that and losing out on either Artemis or Zeus later on.
Someone to spend some coin.
Oh, it's a mystery boon. Do I risk it, Kiwi? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. But now we're at 252 base damage on the cast. Oh, there's a high tier rarity Demeter. I'll save my coin. It's better to go with consistency and predictability than risk throwing the build I'm aiming for. All right, Witch's Circle. Let's go ahead and just lob this right away.
Hit me if you can, witches.
Like 864 damage base on our, or 864 damage on our cast, as long as I'm standing in a Trippy Shot. 713 if I'm not wild. And I should be spamming these more, frankly, because I can. Oh, I like this, Kiwi. I like this a whole lot.
None can endure an everlasting winter's chill, young Zagreus. Not even your father's lifeless servants there beneath the earth.
If you say so, Demeter. All right, so yeah, we take attack. We take the attack here. Now we can get Ice Wine, which is definitely the better duo between Scintillating Feast and Ice Wine. For this build specifically, I might argue Scintillating Feast is overall stronger, but just watch how much more consistent this will make our damage. Where's an enemy to hit? Boom, boom. Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't actually have her, I'm like, oh, I have her duo now. No, I have the ability to get her duo. But we two-shot, we basically one-shot most enemies now, as long as I've hit them with Hangover. Look at that damage, 965 damage a cast. Oh man, Achilles Spear is the most busted weapon in the game, aside from maybe Eris Rail, and even then I think the thing about Eris Rail is its damage modifier applies to all forms of damage, whereas Achilles is locked to the attack and the cast. But honestly, that's still pretty much all it needs it to be. Anyway, what was I saying? So anyway, so Kiwi and I were exploring some of the David Cage creation. Okay, it's only 20 coin. We're taking this. 50% bonus cast damage for 6 encounters. Lerny, I have some bad news for you, and Hermes hasn't even shown up. Ooh, and a Nectar, which will scale with Premium Vintage to give us HP, and a random level on one of our boons. Heck yes. Heck yes to infinity. Anyway, as I was saying, so... my goodness, so we just watched a full playthrough of Fahrenheit, and how do I explain this game? So it has the quirkiness of David Cage games, like the mundanities of basic life functions, taking showers, brushing teeth, that sort of thing, although I don't think there was a brushing teeth scene in this one. There have been in other ones though, Kiwi. But it was... The first half of the game is... Well, it starts off interesting. You see your main character having effectively a seizure on a toilet, with flashes of like satanic ritual type nonsense, only to then find him like zombie walking towards the guy taking a piss in a urinal and stabbing him to death. And that's how we start the game. Hey Demeter, you got something nice for us? Yeah, you do. I don't know why I said it like that. Ice Wine, your cast blasts an area with freezing festive fog that inflicts chill and does 30% more damage. Okay, Kiwi, this run is being spoon-fed to me. Like, my goodness. I I don't even know. Do we take Artemis and just let Icewine do work? I'll have to double check. I don't think Scintillating Feast does enhances our base damage, but look, see, it's instant now. I just pop this instantly on learning and we're already through phase 1. Disgusting. Disgusting damage. Actually, are we doing less damage somehow? It feels like we're somehow okay. Maybe if I stand on the cast. I couldn't see the numbers there. I should point out that I am still recording on the same day as the last 2 videos, so I am down an eye, unfortunately. All right, let's see that. 766, he got phased before I could do any more damage. Oh well. Boom, boom. These heads are just getting instant popped. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Okay, so the first, after that little intro, the game kind of like peters out through the first like 2/3 of the game. It's kind of boring because there's just so much like daily nonsense padding, I would call it. Like there's just a random scene where you're playing basketball and all of the encounters in that game are either like point and click adventure sort of style, like interact with this to find out what it does. Bye, Lerny. Okay, bye, Lerny. Point and click adventure nonsense or quick time event and the quick time events are really long and oh gosh, let me just it goes from like psychics and okay, so spoilers ahead for Fahrenheit. This game is what, it came out in like the early 2000s at least, I think. If you haven't heard or seen it, I don't know if I recommend it, but definitely watch a Let's Play of maybe like the second half of it. All right, moment of truth. Do we take Zeus and lock in for Scintillating Feast, or do we take Artemis and lock in for just potentially getting her legendary to really like break this run? Let me look at Scintillating Feast real quick. Yeah, it makes the lightning deal 60 damage, which is really good. We're going to be spamming Scintillating Feast left and right, but honestly, I think we just go all in on Trippy Shot damage base. Let's take Artemis, get crit chance. If we crit on Trippy Shot with pressure points or Hunter's Mark active, oh boy, we're going to need a lot of Artemis boons, and I'll have to remember that I need to take 2 of her tier 2s just to be able to be offered this. Thankfully, pressure points is one of those boons that we can aim for, but this is shaping up to be a wild build already. It's already a wild build, let's be honest. I hit Lerny for 1k. Anyway, so where was I? It goes from basically a murder mystery where the main character has apparently seemingly been possessed to murder a random dude in a bathroom stall to something about aliens and a child of prophecy who has to whisper the secret of the world to the world. She has to expunge the secret of the world to stop the world from having a new ice age. When you find this child, she's basically comatose. She has like one word responses. You only hear her name in passing as Jade, and I don't even know how the main character finds out her name, frankly, because it's never said out loud by anyone other than the main character. And then when he finds the child, he's like, I have seen you in my dreams, please come with me. Or I have seen you in my dreams, you must come with me. That is the creepiest thing, to just run up to a random girl in an orphanage and be like, hey, I know this is super sketchy, but your destiny is intertwined with mine as per a dream. Was so, and then aliens, like the main character apparently got his powers from aliens, because normally what happens is when these people get possessed, they kill someone and then they commit they end their lives to not like leave any evidence from the people who are possessing them. For some reason, the main character has the chroma, which when we heard this was a plot point that was not established until later in the game. We have had a cat for almost 7 years named Chroma, who is the dumbest cat I have ever met, and then suddenly her name is dropped in this game.
A good clean shot is all it takes most of the time.
And the Chroma is like this all-powerful entity, or not entity, but like force that gives you like the ability to see the future and perform superhuman feats and things of that nature. Okay, do I need a cast? Do I need anything of core boon from Artemis that I would want? There's no lightning rod because we can't get that with without Infernal Sill. Crystal Clarity we're not building around, and Splitting Headache would be decent for crit chance, but I don't think we prioritize that over setting up for her legendary, which means Pressure Points is the boon of choice here. 2% crit chance on this special is, or on the cast, is very unlikely to activate, but it will activate one day, and we are going to see a number come from it. Oh man, if we get fully loaded though, can you imagine the like 4 of these giant meat shot specials? And like the funniest part is because this is Icewine, we're slowing enemies down. So even if I don't one-shot them, they are severely impaired from hurting us. Oh my goodness, Kiwi, I'm enjoying this. Okay, so back to this. So yeah, they just randomly 2/3 into the game drop the fact that the main character has the chroma, which is why he is able to resist the like the powers of the cult that are trying to possess him and have him commit murder or get him killed and such. Then on top of there, so these guys are apparently called the Orange Clan, and they're just like a group of like ancient Mayan individuals who control all of like the world's government. They're basically the Illuminati, let's be honest. They control the government from behind the scenes, and they my gosh, they control all the banks, all the political power, basically everything that would be in a position of power they are in control of. 1,240 damage on our cast at this point, Kiwi.
I bet Charon's going to want all this.
There's Demeter versus Artemis. Okay, we get Artemis, we can get a higher tier potential for her. Ooh, okay. Is there anything from Demeter we want right now? No, we got Icewine. Why would I want Demeter? Is there anything from Demeter that really benefits our build? Yeah, I could argue for, what is it, Snowburst? But, not really. It's only 40 damage. It doesn't really matter. Ice Flare. Oh wait, that's for Beowulf. What am I doing? Rare Crop hitting the cast could be insane. Unlikely, extremely unlikely. I don't think there's anything I strictly want from Demeter that I couldn't get more benefit from taking more Artemis at this point. So let's go Artemis, see if we can find. We can't get Exit Wound, so it'll have to be.
I've been waiting for another round against you.
What is it? It's Pressure Points. It is. Oh, I'm forgetting her third boon. Is it Clean Kill? It might be Clean Kill. It might be Clean Kill. I don't think it is. Support Fire. That's what it is. It's Support Fire. So we'll have to take Support Fire. But look at this. This bull is getting melted. All right, hold on. Let me see how much I hit him for if I do this. Oh, I missed. Hold on. Get right in there. Okay, perfect. He's there. And bam, bam. Couldn't do it.
I yield.
Hades is going to be destroyed in the blink of an eye, and we're probably going to melt the heroes when we see them too. All right, Artemis, what have you got? Support Fire? Clean Kill, Hunter's Mark. We didn't get Support Fire. Now, here's the thing. We don't have so many options we don't have many boons left in this run, so it might be worthwhile re-rolling for Support Fire, but Hunter's Mark would carry the run if we get one crit. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth taking Hunter Mark right now. 39% crit chance up from the base 2% that we have right now would be nice, yeah.
More bright swords.
Anyway, so where was I? So yeah, apparently there's this ancient Mayan cult that is the people in charge of leading someone called the Oracle, who's doing all the possessing to make people kill for a ancient ritual that supposedly helps them find the Indigo Child, the Child of Prophecy, who if they gain power of will be able to control the world and enslave humanity. Also, apparently in the last very moments of the game, another clan is introduced of, I presume, aliens, these glowing purple. They look like computer CG nonsense, like polygon people. They're apparently called the Orange Clan, and they were not established at any point in the game up until now, and they are the ones who are trying to end the world by creating the new Ice Age, basically. And I don't know where they came from, and I don't know where they go. They show up twice, and you just take them out instantly, apparently. All right. 10 more damage base on Trippy Shot. We're starting to really see diminishing returns because we're at level 7 Trippy Shot versus a 51% crit chance with Hunter's Mark. I still think we take Trippy Shot. Okay, this is the mid shop. Could buy some HP. Oh, we got another Braid of Atlas. Let's take it into the heroes and just watch them get popped. All right, do we see another Artemis boon here? That would be huge if we see Artemis. All right, it's a mystery boon, but we have our 4 gods, right? Demeter, Artemis, not Poseidon, Dionysus, and Demeter, Dionysus. Athena. Athena is technically in this build. Let's buy the Palm first. That way we don't accidentally hit an Athena boon if we get that.
Doing business.
And there we go, another 10 damage on the cast. Okay. Please don't be Athena.
Care to hunt with me?
Oh, Athena, I love you so much. Athena, I love you for not showing up. Thank you. There's support fire from Artemis. It's still not a guarantee, but we have the best possible chance we could hope for of seeing Artemis's legendary. We've got 1 reroll per god at this point. We need another key to be able to reroll twice. I'm wasting time on. Oh, I don't have tight deadline, really? Oh, well, I guess we did. I forgot that. Do I buy the HP here? I don't think I do. I'm going to take the coin so we can afford as much in sticks from the shop as possible. Oh, Kiwi, this build is, I couldn't ask for a better build when I am down an eye, you know? Oh my goodness, that's 10,047 damage in 1 unempowered hit. Okay. All right, let's pop a cast here and then see what we get. Can I... 10,047. I'm pretty sure I can hit higher than that if I get a cat. 1,300. 1,333 damage. Wow.
I should keep going.
School of Purging. I don't think I sell anything until we see... the Artemis legendary. I'm not going to sell her boons. After that, I can try and sell them to get better hits on palms, potentially. I think Flame Chariots are a little too scary to not just kite around, so we're just gonna... Would you kindly stop? All right, anyway, so yeah, the Orange Clan shows up, or sorry, the Purple Clan shows up out of nowhere, name drops, and are apparently like these supernatural alien entities that are not observably linked to the other presumable aliens that made us have the chroma. I mean, the chroma is never explained. The purpose of the, like, what the Indigo Child actually was is never explained. She is just a child pure of heart and soul who will tell the prophecy of how the world will begin anew or end, granting 1,000 years or 10,000 years of peace or 10,000 years of death. That's basically all she is, and it's never explained. She has no personality other than like falling comatose and I think basically dying as soon as you meet her, pretty much, after she delivers her fated words. Also, there's basically the story is okay, Hermes versus shop. This is the end shop. We take the end shop, there's a chance we see Artemis. We take Hermes, there's a chance we see bad news, and I think overall bad news is the best news we could see. So we've got 1 reroll for Hermes here. Let's see what we get.
I accept this message.
Okay, we've got 1 reroll. Come on, bad news, please. Oh. Oh my god, we got it. Your cast deals bonus damage to foes without bloodstones in them, an additional 50% damage. This is like the most dreamlike stacked trippy shot build I could have ever hoped for. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on commentary for a second so I can just melt these heroes. We're going Theseus first.
Ready yourself.
I do not care if Asterius hits me, I just prioritize dealing damage here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 1476. We crit. We got a 2000 crit. Oh my goodness. Like, watch these heroes get melted. And Theseus is done. Let's switch to Asterius. 1300. Okay. Asterius is popped. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I guess I don't have to worry about Theseus blocking my projectiles, though. I do have to worry about Theseus doing damage, as Asterius does too. Okay, Asterius is done.
Asterius! You're next, King.
Boom, boom. What heroes, Kiwi? What heroes? Okay, that was phenomenal. Oh, I'm loving this build. Okay. My good Shade?
Hello, supportive Shade.
Alright, on to the final floor.
To entertain you, Shades.
Moment of truth. We have been gifted everything we could possibly want. The only thing left that we could possibly want beyond this point is Artemis's legendary. We have everything else we could have possibly asked for. Now becomes the question, what's the way I can deal the most damage? And we all know the answer is Skull Earring. That is not Skull Earring. That is Skull Earring. Deal 40% damage while at 35% HP or less. We could at this point sell Frost Strike and sell any of the Artemis boons, makes it less likely that I'll have to sell, hit the attack with a palm. So I think I do sell the attack. It's not like we're doing any damage with it. And because we have Ice Wine, we're getting chill stacks on enemies anyway. So I still get status privilege damage up. So yeah, let's sell that for the coin it gives. Castile 50. Oh my goodness, look at this shop. I think I buy all of this. Or I don't need the HP. Braid of Atlas. Your cast deals 50% damage. Prometheus Stone gain +1 cast. Those are not going to last to Hades. You know, honestly, it would have been more damage if I had just taken Bone Hourglass. I need to get into the habit of checking the Well of Charon before committing to my keepsake, because if I had known better, I would have just taken Bone Hourglass and probably seen those two things we bought from the shop make it to Hades. Oh well. Hindsight is, what is it? Hindsight is 2024? Or are we 20? We're 2025 now, Kiwi. Oh my goodness. So there is a high tier rarity Artemis boon in the shop right there, and a Hermes boon and some palms. What do we got here? Oh, this is, I can't even explain how we have gotten this much good RNG in one run. Like, the odds of us not getting Artemis's legendary at this point is actually really low, because we're getting an enhanced rarity boon from this room. Because it has the skull, it has a mini boss, so that'll give us a higher rarity boon, most likely. Which means we're almost guaranteed between that or the high tier, the more expensive boons in Styx shop do have higher rarity boons to them typically. So we're basically guaranteed the Artemis legendary. Like it's not 100%, but it is so highly likely. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness, we are going to melt Hades. The only way he survives our damage is if he, like, darknesses away immediately. 1, 2, 3. Like, goodbye enemy HP. Look at how fast we pop that dude. I don't even care that I'm poisoned, although I do kind of care, I guess. Like, goodbye, Satyr. Come on. It is rare that I can say I literally got everything I wanted in a run. The only thing that could have made this run any stronger was not getting Athena and getting Zeus instead. But I think I have very well proven we don't need Zeus. We don't need Athena. We have everything. We got everything. Is there even anything I want from Artemis at this point? Like, do I bother buying her boons? Like, what is left? Lightning Rod we can't get. Deadly Reversal doesn't matter and we can't get it anyway. We're not going Crystal Clarity. Splitting Headache, but we need one of her core boons to get that, so there's no way we can get that at this point. So if we look at her tier 2s, we already have Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Instinct, we don't even have a call yet, so no. Hidebreaker is whatever. Clean Kill, I guess, if we want a little bit more damage to the cast. But yeah, I think there is nothing to get from Artemis at this point, so we just buy the Hermes boon and the palms. All right, let's see if, before we go buying any more boons, let's see if we can hit Trippy Shot. Or actually, hold on. Wait. I think what I do is I do the extra rooms first. That way maybe I can sell some boons to a Pool of Purging and get them out of the pool for things that I could get in my way. We do. Well, let's take this palm. This palm could hit our cast and make us do even more damage. All right, bam, bam. Like, not even critting, but doing 1,200 damage, easy. Oh my goodness, this is like the freest run. Okay, but anyway, so anyway, I was talking about David Cage games. So yeah, we were watching Fahrenheit. I don't know. I don't know if there's much more to say. I guess there was a subplot between two police officers. So the whole premise is there is a set of police officers who are chasing after the main character because obviously he is a wanted murderer who has escaped the attention, or he's escaped arrest thus far. And I don't know, like one police officer is taking everything super seriously, but then she ends up meeting the main character, and like in the span of like one interaction that lasted maybe like, wait, so you didn't kill him? What do you mean you were possessed? Like after that interaction, the next scene you see with them is just out of nowhere them sleeping together, because of course that's going to be in a David Cage game.
For Cerberus.
I can't explain the decision making behind like what plays out in this.
Be able to get back through here.
There are cutscenes where like suddenly the entire world is collapsing under your feet and you're just like dodging every physical object in your house is being thrown at you and you are dodging them like a hardcore parkour master. I don't think any Hermes boons can be palmed, so why don't we start with Hermes and see what we get?
I'll take it.
Actually, what do I want from Hermes at this point? Because we already got auto reload and his legendary. And there's no real way of getting rush delivery here, so there isn't anything of his that particularly makes us stronger at this point. So I guess we just take survivability. Yeah, I guess. Hermes, greatest reflex, sure. Or 25% dodge chance, so I can just face tank. Honestly, let's face tank. Let's buy this palm. I think I re-roll for this, honestly. None of these boons are super great to hit with the palm. Hunter's Mark I can make an argument for, but it still depends on the 2% crit chance of our attack of our cast. Trippy shot. There we go, up to 316 base damage. Honestly, why don't we do this one extra room for coin and see if we can get the extra level from that palm on Trippy shot, just to maximize our damage as much as possible. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've had a freer run in this, okay, maybe the Beowulf Ares build that we had not too long ago, but this might be my new favorite build. Casts are, like, I did not respect how much damage casts can do in this game until I started, like, playing more cast-focused builds, because, I mean, I used to be, like, a ROM, I did Hera builds all the time, so I guess that's not inherently true, but you don't really feel like you're playing a cast build when you're playing Hera, because your cast is really your attack. It, like, gets fused together, so it's not quite the same. But I need to comment before I lose track. Like, check out Fahrenheit. It is a fever dream. It is really boring at certain parts, and then the end of the game is just, like, everything goes from 0 to 100 immediately. Oh, one last thing. So apparently, the homeless people in this world are part of, like, a secret organization that fights against the Mayan cult and the alien alien cult, and, like, that also happens at the very end of the game. It's just... Oh, also, the main character dies at some point, and like, it's pretty clear when it happens, but he just keeps going. He just keeps going. It doesn't matter. He's not actually dead. And the female police officer, like, is like, wow, his touch, it's cold to the bone. It's like he's not really there. And then she sleeps with him again, and I'm like, you're in...
the other passageways before I go.
She just... And this is right after her being like, it is so unbelievably cold, because the Ice Age is coming, basically. It's like, I can't feel my fingers. And then she sleeps with basically a corpse that has no body heat. Like, strips in a subway where everyone is, like, huddling next to a fire. It is like, it doesn't make any sense other than David Cage thought it would be cool to have, like, a sex scene in his game, I guess. I think we take the 3% chance of crit on that, and let's take the HP. All right, Kiwi, we are as set for Hades as we will ever be.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of its attentions toward the Satyr Sack.
The only other thing I'll say is we just started watching a playthrough of Omicron: The Nomad Soul.
I owe you one, boy.
Which I believe is David Cage's first ever game produced. He may have had one other before this, I think is the case, but we're only like 1 or 2 episodes in, or like an hour and a half of footage in, and oh my goodness, it is already a trip.
I'm here, Father. Come on.
David Cage is an auteur. Not that I like his games much, but
I've other work to get to. Arm yourself and let us end this quickly, boy.
It's like a dumpster fire loaded with fireworks. You just can't look away. I remember really liking Heavy Rain unironically, but these 2 games that I'm talking about right now, Fahrenheit and Omicron: The Nomad Soul, were absolutely ironic. All right, hold on. He's gonna clear our poison. Let's get ready for him. I completely forgot about Boldy through this whole run, and I feel bad for that. All right, we're phase 1. So here, I still haven't taken damage. I'm sure I will at some point. Okay, come on. Get some poison on Hades. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No crits. Ah, he teleported away. Like, that's the thing. Darkness is gonna ruin this build for us. All right, got the poison stacks, got this, and he's phased. He dies too quick. I can't see my highest number possible on him. We're just gonna hold out for this. Where are you aiming, Zagreus?
Observe.
right, 1, 2, 3. 1500 damage rapid fire, and he is gonna phase. We won't have to worry about our spear auto-targeting, our trippy shot auto-targeting anything other than Hades unless he spawns pots. I'm gonna do my best to actually see our numbers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, a 3K, 2,980 something damage, I think that was, in one hit. Oh, wait. We never got Skull Earring activated. Hold on. I think... Okay, he is phased. I'm going to dodge all of these because they're a little bit obnoxious. Or I'm not going to dodge. I have 4 HP. I would really like to not waste this, so I'm going to... Okay, here are the pots. They're a bit of a problem, so I'm going to try and kite him down this way if I can. Whoop. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, I collected my spear in the wrong spot. Get a poison on him. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, Kiwi, that was wild. We did lose a Death Define, so I lost Skull Earring at the last second. But we got the 3% crit chance and hit him for 3,000 damage in one cast. This was such a disgusting build. I have not had such unbelievable RNG in a run like this in some time. Like, I've had pretty decent RNG for the last couple episodes, I'll acknowledge that, but nothing has been like this since that Ares build, which I guess was like 3 episodes ago, maybe, or 4 episodes ago. Like, I guess, what is this? This is episode like 120-ish? Yeah, I think this is episode 120, wow. I mean, look at this end screen. But, like, okay, what do we do? So, we need to keep Achilles. I love you, Boldy, but we forgot to use you through most of the run. Oh my goodness, Kiwi. What a stupid build. What a stupid strong build. Right, let's swap Trippy Shot out for a second. So we got, okay, so 150% bonus damage on cast from Achilles, 2 extra casts, plus the extra cast from Chaos, which is where, over here. And then on top of that, an additional 30% cast damage from Chaos. Did we get a 3rd Chaos Gate? I forget. I thought we did, but I guess not. But we got the 2 that mattered. We got Ice Wine, which gave us 30% more damage, and we got Bad News. Oops, I removed the wrong one. What did I just remove? Oh, I removed Achilles. Hold on, let's remap this. So put Achilles at the top, which is that one. Then we got Blackout, Fully Loaded, Bad News. Auto reload is nice. The atrophic grasp is nice for the extra cast down and the 30% damage on the cast, but like, we have to make sure that Trippy Shot is in here. We got 11 levels on Trippy Shot. 77 win streak, 109 total clears. This was one of the most busted runs I have had in this entire playthrough, and it's funny that it's on the curtails of another most busted run that was centered around a cast of a different weapon. I think casts with a little bit of good RNG are just ridiculously busted. Wow, what a run. But the best part is because this is such a wild run, people are probably going to watch it, and that means they're going to get to hear about the insanity that is Fahrenheit and Omicron the Nomad Soul. Like, check them out if you have any casual interest in an absolute dumpster fire of terrible writing. And
the clever-minded prince again eluded certain death up to a certain point, but then predictably made one of his fatal mistakes again. No, wait.
Again, I will maintain that the first maybe 2/3 of that game may not be worth it to get to the end, but the end is the most magnificent dumpster fire of so many ideas thrown at the wall at one time, with none of them making any conceivable sense for what's happened so far. It's fantastic. It's one of those so bad it's good. It's just it starts off it's so bad it's boring, sort of, or it's so boring it's bad kind of games.
I didn't see you come in. Welcome back.
Thanks, Hypnos. But yeah, all right, let's round out the house and call it an episode.
Did you see, sir? Deuce has returned. Nyx must have reconsidered her decision.
She must have indeed, lad. I was pleased to see Deuce return. And you know what? I dare say she seemed rather well rested for a change. It might not have been the best of circumstances, though my hope is that some good has come of it.
I'm just glad she's back.
Agreed.
Oh, hi.
I love that you can see her in the corner and she's just like swaying back and forth, having a great time. I don't know if she's actually dusting anything or if she's just dancing. Knowing her, she's probably dusting, but it doesn't look like she was actually obviously dusting anything.
Sorry, not much time to chat more right now, Prince.
That's fair, Dusa. Keep up the good work.
Good to be back at last.
Oh, hey,
I
Persephone.
trust that you and Hades have been good to one another since I left.
Honestly, based on the conversation from the last episode, yeah, I would say we have been.
Take care, Mother.
The hellish watchdog snarls at the listless shades crowding about the court.
You're my good boy, yes you are.
He is the best boy, and we have been blessed with good RNG by petting the dog. Alright, Hades, any comment on that last run?
Do I appear as though I've time for conversation, boy?
You're making conversation right now, so yes. I mean, you were upstairs not too long ago holding conversation too.
I cannot talk right now, my friend, for I must sing.
That I respect. At least your excuse is more justifiable.
Well, now who's this dashing fellow?
I think that might be Zagreus? Zagreus?
I'll take the special, please.
Anyway, let's turn in our fish.
Trade you these horrid things.
Okay, a diamond and some gems.
All right then.
Just here licking my wounds until we meet again out there.
Meg, there are a lot of wounds for everyone to lick after this last one. Okay. Oh man, I'm like... What the coffee hit, the soup and cereal that I ate to recover from being on 4 hours of sleep and down an eye paid off. I had a great run, Kiwi. I hope you enjoyed watching this one because it was wild.
A relationship, boyo, requires no exchange of words.
And look at that, we've got another gauntlet run. I don't know, that Poseidon run we did last with it was too much fun, but I don't want to like double dip on the same build too often, so...
Talos.
We don't often run Talos. I have an idea. I saw it as a funny little gimmick build not too long ago. We're gonna go what's called the yo-yo build, where we get Poseidon special, which pushes enemies away, but Talos has a special effect of pulling enemies in. And we're just gonna like constantly push enemies back and forth by pushing them away with Poseidon and pulling them in with Talos. And this is kind of the cast-focused gauntlet. It gives you 50% damage on attack and cast to anyone who is hit by your pull-in effect. So I think we can run a funny build with this. We'll get Poseidon to start and probably Zeus on the attack and just go from there. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you. And I will see you in the next one for some more Hades fun.
And we're back.